Okay, what's up, Virgo? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to take a look at your energies in the month of March 2025 when it comes to love, romance, and relationships. Virgo, I hope all is well. Of course, I'm using the Victorian Tarot to deliver your messages, not reading any reversals, throwing some cards from the streets of Oracle or Talking, and also one card just to see what the overall theme of love energy is for you in the month of March 2025 from the Romance Angel Oracle deck. We want to cleanse the energy here from doing Leo's messages for the month. And any Virgo out there who celebrates St. Patrick's Day, I want to wish you all a very happy St. Patrick's Day. All right, so let's get into the energies here. This is for Virgo suns, moons, risings, Venuses, singles, as well as couples. Energies for Virgo. All right. Any court card that shows up here for you, Virgo, during the time of the read, that is, could be indicative specifically for those single Virgos. That's who's coming towards you. All right. If there was someone that was coming towards you in terms of a romance or prospect of a romance, that would be that individual, okay? But if it doesn't show up, doesn't necessarily mean that it's not going to occur. So I just want you to understand that. All right, so energies here for Virgo. All right, let's cut the deck here, Virgo, and begin your messages. And so we're going to start with the first card here for you, Virgo. We start off with the Star card, okay, Major Arcana. So the relationship that you're hoping for, wishing for, praying for may manifest if you're single. Now, if you're in a relationship, it still could be that hopeful, wishful thinking in terms of how you want your relationship to move forward within, okay? Social media, social networking is most important because most people nowadays are making new connections through dating apps. So social media has become very, very famous. My only caution is to that whole thing. You just have to vet potential prospects because, you still have lunatics out there. You have weirdos. They prey upon the vulnerable, and you can't let nobody know that you are, emotionally vulnerable or just, an easy prey because they for some strange reason, they draw themselves to you like flies draw themselves to shit. Okay, so just make sure that you are vetting any potential, and don't allow yourself to be desperate in the process because again, they take advantage of that shit, Anyway, so you got the Star card, very positive card to start off with when it comes to romance. Now we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, so where did that come from? Nine of Swords is feeling like you're out on the ledge. This is overthinking about possibly a relationship, some sort of betrayal that may have been handed to you. Someone may have lied to you excessively within a relationship. Someone cheated on you. Unresolved conflicting energies pertaining to a relationship from your distant past or your recent past that you have yet to come to some sort of resolute. This is always seeking some sort of release. This is pain and suffering. The pain and suffering may be taking place in silence, and no one is even aware of, your pain or your suffering. Still would be regarded as seeking relief, overthinking, high anxiety, great fears, feeling doubtful, feeling suspicious. Someone being abused physically within a relationship. Someone being mentally attacked within a relationship, lied to excessively. The Nine of Swords is a very unique card in itself because it has so much stuff that comes out of this energy. And so when it's here, it doesn't mean that, every Virgo that I'm reading for in the month of March 2025 is going to experience, this type of energy here, right? But I'm going to throw a clarifier on this Nine of Swords as to why it's here. Now, if, of course, a court card shows up, then, it's a direct connection, that someone has caused you this pain and suffering, okay, involving a relationship that you have yet to resolve. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Why did that Nine of Swords show up in this spread? Nope, it's the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it's just the Ten of Swords here just simply means that there is the okay, Ten of Swords usually represents having to deal with some sort of endings. I feel that this is still energies that may have been lingering on or continuously with some Virgos. I gotta stay focused here because I screwed up a couple times with the names on the other videos that I have recorded. Yeah, so Virgo, this is you having to struggle and putting an end to the strife that you've dealt with possibly in previous relationships, or you're dealing with something in a current relationship. And the bright side of this is that, and the hopeful side is that if you are able to figure this energy out, remember, something ends and something begins. Because this Ten of Swords can also be read as having to deal with a high degree of strife or stress. But I feel that there's a struggle here for a Virgo to release. Now, whether or not it's related to a past relationship or a current relationship, the energy is still just as strong. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there. Following the Ten of Swords, now we have the King of Wands. King of Wands is the court card that I just spoke about, that if it shows up in your spread for the single Virgos, that's who's coming towards you. Now, whether or not it's the fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, that remains to be seen. He can come across as being mature. The sexes could be a switch. It still could be a mature female or mature male that comes along. Very intense, very passionate. And I've always talked about the character here expressing themselves in a great sexual manner, which is usually positive as well. So what you're attracting, it mirrors over here to the star card. So that could be someone that you, if you're single, specifically meet on social media, social app, online dating. Up next, Virgo, we have the Hermit. This is your own energy here. Hermit just simply means that someone you may just, detach momentarily, take a break from relationships, or, if you're not involved in a relationship, having to make sure that you are, spending that time necessary trying to figure something out. It may be connected to the Nine of Swords for some of you if it is involving having to distance yourself from a relationship just so that you can gather your thoughts about what to do in terms of coming to some sort of resolution or arriving at some sort of answers to a particular problem that you have been dealing with and so forth. This is a strong indication, Virgo, that, the lantern that he holds is the light at the end of the tunnel. So if you need to go back in or, pull back in to figure out something, whether it's on a deep level or not, you're going to come out with a clear perspective and know exactly what you need to do in moving forward. All right, so that's the Hermit. Up next now is the Emperor. So this is one of the two Emperors in this deck here. You will have, no matter what's going on for you in the month of March, you will have control. Okay, now controlling the aspects of your own energies, and when the Emperor shows up here, is if I was chose to read these cards in the reverse, then it would be losing control and then having to be manipulating. No, you're not in the form of manipulating or trying to control others. It's just you having to make sure that yourself is in check, basically. All right, so having control. Nope. Here we go. Virgo, the moon. Okay, the star and the moon is here. So the moon in itself represents a cycle of energy that's ending. Okay. Again, you may attach that energy to the Ten of Swords and that little piece I try to put together in terms of a message of someone struggling to put together or put to an end some sort of strife related to either a past relationship or a current relationship, and the struggle is real. The moon, however, is the cycle of energy that may be moving away from you in terms of if you get to the point of having to rid yourself of whatever that Nine of Swords energy may be presenting to you. That's the cycle ending here with the moon. Then a new cycle is about to open up. Things becoming illuminated, things becoming revealed. Any types of likes and crushes may be coming forward as well. Basically, overall, the trusting of your own intuition, Virgo, when it comes to these relationships, the gut instincts. Very first thing that you feel is the correct answer. The inner voices, the correct answer. You must go with that, okay? Also, too, I would throw in that the moon here, just like the general readings, and this is no different, that there is some sort of dedication and devotion coming towards you. If you're the Virgo that's already in a relationship, but that's the energy that could be extended outwardly to single Virgos if there's some sort of new connection made in the month of March. Okay, so there are some emotional changes about to take place in the month of March connected to these relationships. For some it's good, some neutral, some could be, going the opposite direction. That's why I said it's important to balance your emotions when the moon is present in your spread, because it has a tendency to send our emotional state up too high or send it down too low. We don't want either. We just want to strike a balance in the middle. Up next is the Ace of Wands. This is the card that I read in terms of initiating the beginning stages of passion. So there may be some Virgos that I'm reading for, again, connected to the Star card, who take it upon themselves to put their energy out there, initiate making new contacts so that it may lead to something romantic. Okay. Also, too, the Ace carries with it not only fast energy, but happy news. So the happy news could be anything related to a relationship that begins, because the Aces always start things off in the month of March, or there's something else that could be going on for those Virgos who are already in committed relationships, and you try something new or differently that begins, some sort of passion within that relationship. Up next now we have the Queen of Pentacles, another court card. Again, there's someone else coming through for any single Virgo out there. This is part of your energy. The Pentacles represents long-term commitments, security, as well as stability. Now, because this is the Queen, the roles, again, sex-wise, could be changed. This could be a male. I feel a mature male for, a mature female coming through. All right, sits underneath the King. Okay, following the Queen of Wands, of course, the Queen of Pentacles. This could also be any types of involvement with affairs in the workplace too. Okay, romance taking place in the workplace environment. Up next now we have one of the Lovers. Two, there's two in this deck. So you have the Lovers here, Virgo. Wow. And let me go back here to that Nine of Swords just to place emphasis on it, just because it is in your spread. Please do not make that the main focus of your energy here. You see all these other positive surrounding cards here. The Nine of Swords only shows up here specifically for someone who's going to come along and see the video and know exactly why the Nine of Swords is here. Now, my messages may not be relatable to theirs, but nonetheless, I only give you what I feel from reading the cards and what I sense could be going on. But the Lovers here, where the Lovers is in your spread, usually it's an even playing field. So you're on the same page with your significant other, okay? Spending quality time with your significant other. Nothing's coming to disrupt or, disturb the bond or the connection that you have. The uniqueness of the Lovers, though, however, Virgo, is that they still as powerful as it is, can bring new love in. Okay, we're only focusing on love and relationships. We're not talking about business partnerships and platonic friendships. No, the lovers are, is capable of bringing those situations together. All right, so the last card that I have for you in this set, Virgo, is the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is equal number of cups emotionally. Again, what you give is what you get back. However, for those Virgos, don't be too surprised that, you hear from someone that this is someone physically still living that you haven't seen from or spoken to in a while. However, I always get that they could be thinking of you and maybe trying to reach out to you to express themselves to you. Now, this is somebody romantically, someone that, if you had a romantic interest at some time in the past, because this card represents things in the past, but the timing was all wrong. Timing for you wasn't right. Timing for them wasn't right. Okay, so that's the energy that I always see with the Six of Cups, is someone from your past having to make some sort of communication or contact, and then, may lead to something more in terms of a romantic, could be a date or something like that, or just, letting you know how much they, thought of you, been thinking of you, and so forth. All right, so this is what I have for you, Virgo. Just me interpreting these cards as always. As I say, take what's going to work for you. Leave the rest alone. So let's throw some cards here from the Streets Are Talking Oracle. And oftentimes, the messages from these cards don't always relate to anything that's going on. But like I said, it's just messages. Take what's going to work for you. Leave the rest alone, right? So the first card here for you is... you're worth every mile between us. Now, this came up here for Leo's message, and they had the Three of Wands, and I had just talked about someone could be involved in a long-distance romance or love affairs. That's the Three of Wands, and then this card shows up here, you're worth every mile between us, right? Wow. All right, so there could be some energy here related or connected to Virgo where there's a love interest at a distance, or a romance or affair. Okay, and this one just simply says love. Okay, that's what we're talking about, love, right? In the month of March. Next one up here is fear. Okay, release the fear. It looks like this is a groom, and he's he ain't starry-eyed. He's look like he's scared out of his mind. So maybe somebody's getting married and they're a little bit afraid of taking the plunge. So the fears are setting in. Am I making a mistake? Do I really want this type of energy? Last card I have for you, Virgo, is here's the new man, okay? All right, so this is the new man. This will represent another court card for the singles specifically that I spoke about, if it shows up in your spread. So there's a new man on the horizon. Now, to be fair, it could be, a new female, for any males that watch the video. All right, so let's pick a card here from the Romance Angel Oracle deck here to see what the love theme is for you for the month of March 2025. This is what Romance Angel Oracle. Okay, so we have selected deception. This one says someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Okay, like I said before, take these messages however you deem fit. Leave the rest alone. Anyway, this is what I have for you, Virgo. You guys have a safe, great month ahead. Welcome any new subscribers. Always come back here to get more of these messages from me, Virgo. Remain smiling. All will work out well, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.